Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Lucas, and you're watching Lakers News Today TV, the channel where we bring you the news directly from the source. Before we jump in, just a quick check. Are you subscribed? If not, please hit that button and ring the notification bell. It really helps us out. We're also going for 70 likes on this video, so if you're a true Lakers fan, you know what to do. All right. Let's get into it because a massive, and I mean massive, trade bombshell has just leaked, and it is shaking the entire NBA market.
It really is. This isn't just a rumor, this is a chain reaction.
Exactly. And the source on this is top tier. We're talking Stephen A. Smith over at ESPN. So here's the summary first. Giannis Antetokounmpo unexpectedly wants out of Milwaukee. That move has created so much chaos that an unimaginable opportunity has opened up for the Lakers, the potential return of Anthony Davis.
It sounds like a fantasy, but the market dynamics have made it surprisingly possible. It's a catastrophic chain reaction that puts LA in the perfect spot.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning, the trigger event. All our sources point to one thing. Giannis Antetokounmpo has officially told the Milwaukee Bucks he wants to leave. The second that news broke, it was like a general alert went out across the league.
The whole landscape just tilted on its axis.
Yeah.
And to really get the impact, you have to look at who it hurt the most, which weirdly enough was Dallas.
Right, because before this, the Dallas Mavericks had a very clear plan.
A very strategic plan. They were going to trade Anthony Davis. The goal was to, maximize his value and rebuild with more depth around Luka Doncic. AD was their golden ticket.
He was their big trade chip to re-engineer that entire roster. And then the Giannis bomb just detonates.
And it just blows up their whole strategy instantly.
Yeah.
Every team that had the assets, the picks, the big contracts to go after AD, they immediately hit pause.
Of course they did. Why go for AD when suddenly the Greek Freak might be available?
Exactly. So all those negotiations for Davis, they just cooled down. In fact, they went ice cold overnight. The pool of premium buyers just vanished.
So AD's value?
It plummeted like a house of cards. 1 minute, he's this premier asset that everyone's bidding on. The next, he's seen as too expensive a luxury because all the real players are chasing Giannis.
Wow. And that puts Dallas in a terrible spot with timing.
A catastrophic spot. I mean, they're holding this incredibly valuable player whose value is actively tanking. If they don't move him, like now,
Before the trade deadline really heats up.
right, his value will plummet completely. Teams will know they're desperate. If they wait, they risk having, and this is the quote, no way out. They'll get pennies on the dollar.
And this is exactly where the Lakers, according to our sources, smelled blood. This idea of AD returning to Los Angeles, which was, like you said, a fantasy a week ago, it's now actually on the table.
And the timing is what makes this so brilliant from a strategy standpoint. The entire league, all the media, all the front offices, they're obsessed with the Giannis story.
Total distraction.
A perfect distraction. It allows the Lakers to, quietly make a move. They can go to a desperate Dallas team and close the deal before other teams even realize how cheap AD has become.
And the sources are clear on this. This kind of opportunity for a player of his caliber, a guy with proven chemistry with LeBron, it doesn't come around twice.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You have to be fast and you have to be silent. If the Lakers wait for the Giannis situation to resolve itself, the market might correct. Dallas might find another buyer, the price goes back up.
So the urgency is everything.
It's now or never. You have to exploit the panic while everyone else is looking the other way.
Okay, let's get into the price tag. Because even with a depressed market, you don't get Anthony Davis for nothing. There is a mega package on the table.
A hefty one for sure.
All right, so for the Lakers to get AD back, here's what they would send to Dallas. You ready?
Let's hear it.
Gabe Vincent, Maxi Kleber, Rui Hachimura, and Jared Vanderbilt.
Okay, so 4 rotation players right there.
4. And that's not all. On top of that, a first-round pick in 2031, 3 future trade picks, and a second-round pick.
Ooh, okay, so that seems expensive on paper. I mean, it is, but you have to look at what Dallas is trying to do.
Right, they need pieces that fit with Luka right now.
Exactly. Vincent, Hachimura, Vanderbilt, they bring versatility and defense. But the key piece there for them might actually be Kleber. He's the perfect floor spacing big to pair with Luka. They get immediate depth that fits.
And what about those 3 trade picks? That sounds a little vague. What does that likely mean?
It almost certainly means 3 future pick swaps. The 2031 first is their long-term security blanket, but the swaps are huge. It means in 3 future drafts, Dallas gets to swap picks with the Lakers if LA has the better pick. It's a brilliant way to hedge their bets.
Okay, that makes sense. And the sources even mentioned the Brooklyn Nets could get involved with a pick. How would a third team even fit into this?
That's usually about making the money work. The salaries have to match. So Brooklyn might, for example, take on a contract from the deal, maybe Kleber's, to help the Lakers and Mavericks balance the books.
And in return, the Nets get a small asset, like a future second-round pick or something.
Precisely. It just greases the wheels to make a complex deal like this legal under the cap.
So yeah, the price is high in volume, but the goal for the Lakers is clear. Bring Davis back and, as the source puts it, rebuild the team's heavyweight foundation.
Absolutely. You have to look at it through that championship window.
Yeah.
For LeBron and this core, that window is closing fast. I mean, the clock is ticking.
It's screaming at this point.
Right. So giving up role players and a pick that's almost a decade away, it's a no-brainer if it makes you an instant title contender.
Yeah.
If this move gets you banner number 18, nobody cares about the cost.
That's the calculus. Trade future question marks for a proven championship piece right now. So let's talk about the basketball fit, because this is where it gets really scary for the rest of the league. Just picture it. You have LeBron James directing the offense.
The floor general.
You have Luka Doncic dominating the offense with surgical precision. And then you add Anthony Davis, that offensive and defensive monster holding the paint.
The choices you force an opposing defense to make are just impossible. I mean, what do?
I don't know. How do you defend that in a 7-game series?
You can't, really. If you double-team Luka, AD is rolling to the rim for an easy bucket. If you put all your attention on stopping AD inside, you're leaving Luka or LeBron with space to operate, or they're kicking it out to open shooters.
It's pick your poison and the size they could put on the floor.
A gigantic, intimidating front court. With LeBron, Davis, and another big, they would dominate the boards, protect the rim. They'd win that physical game you need in the playoffs.
And let's be honest, the Lakers desperately need defensive reinforcements.
Desperately. Their interior defense has been a weak spot. And we all know the old saying, nobody survives in May without a respectable defense.
And AD is the ultimate defensive eraser.
He's the perfect solution. When he is fit and motivated, and that's the key, he is one of the most impactful players on the planet. He can switch onto guards, he can protect the rim. That flexibility is everything in today's NBA.
And we can't forget the chemistry. It's already there. LeBron and AD, they've won a title together. That incredible chemistry is something you just can't fake.
That's a huge point. That unspoken understanding between them is a massive advantage from day one. There's no learning curve.
But there is a risk, right? We have to mention it, the injury history.
Of course, that's the big question mark. You're giving up 4 reliable players, real depth, for one superstar who has had trouble staying on the court. It's a huge gamble.
So is the reward worth that risk?
Well, the sources are framing it another way. They're saying the risk of doing nothing is even greater.
Right. The West is getting stronger every day. If the Lakers just stand still, it's another lost year.
And that's a lost year of LeBron. So yeah, this move might be risky, but being mediocre is a guaranteed failure. This is a moment that calls for a bold move.
The message is clear then. The time to strike is now, not tomorrow.
Exactly. What seems expensive today might look like a bargain tomorrow if it's the move that secures a title. The Lakers have to be cold and surgical. While everyone else is panicking about Giannis, they need to make the smart, quiet move.